To New York Congressman Michael Grimm, Congressman, you know very well about all things terror and what's happened certainly in your neck of the woods. Now it's happened in the Boston neck of the woods. We hope nothing more severe than appears the case. What now?
Well, I mean, now you're going to see a very, very robust, logical investigation. You know, good thing is you have a fantastic police department there in Boston. They had, from Fort Hamilton in New York, they had the CST on the ground. Those are the National Guard's terrorism response units that are experts in this. So they were already on the ground in advance, just as a precaution. And you're probably seeing what you've heard about is what the locals are doing. Everyone on the ground locally is, literally working from out to in, as far as getting all the pieces and fragments, any shrapnel, to recreate the bomb and see what it is. It's a very clear smoke that came up, so it's been years for me, but I would think it may be some type of chemical bomb, maybe an HME, a homemade explosive. But the other thing is all the federal agencies behind the scenes, your NSA, your CIA, they're now going back and starting to listen to tapes that they may have had for maybe a week or so building up to this, to see if there was any chatter that they may have missed that didn't seem like it was pertinent at the time, but may be relevant now in light of the events of today. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of coordination, and you're going to see, this is a worst case scenario for a city like Boston. First responders are showing up with no knowledge whatsoever. That's what they're trained to do, but that's a very difficult thing to do. And obviously all of these families, all those afflicted and dealing with this are in our prayers right now.
Congressman, way too early to conject, if such a word, but what if it is a homegrown Terry Nichols type deal, where the threat we feared from abroad is a threat from among our own already here?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, that is the reality every day. I mean, we've been dealing with domestic terrorism for many, many decades. We just don't hear as much about it. The FBI, ATF is on the scene. They do tremendous work to foil these things before they even happen. They have undercovers, like myself used to be an undercover, and they have tremendous assets on the ground, again, to interrupt operations before something explodes. So they're trained to deal with that, but to think that we only have to worry about terrorism from abroad, from areas like the Middle East, it simply isn't so. We have a lot of people, even if they're not domestic terrorists, but people that are psychotic and have different sociopathic tendencies that could, unfortunately, especially with all you can read about on the internet, can actually get an HME together. You can get fertilizer and diesel fuel, and you can make a bomb. I mean, it's harder to do. You still need something else to detonate, but they can, unfortunately, get their hands on things that can explode and do a serious amount of damage right in a major city.
All right, Congressman, thank you very, very much. We appreciate your taking the time.